My dear ladies and gentlemen, as students, professionals, and lifelong learners, you are expected and required to constantly consume information through reading. You are expected and required to read lecture notes, textbooks, articles, research papers, dissertations, theses, magazines, or online content. Every now and then, you are bombarded with a vast amount of information. But how much of what you read do you actually remember? How much of what you read do you actually remember? Remembering everything you read can seem like an impossible task. Nevertheless, it is not an impossible task. With the right strategies and techniques, you can improve your retention and recall of information. In this speech, I will share with you some practical tips on how to remember everything you read. I will share with you some practical tips on how to remember everything you read. Tip number 1. Set clear goals and purpose. Before you start reading, define what you want to achieve. What are your goals? What do you want to learn? Having a clear purpose helps you focus and concentrate on what is important. Tip number 2. Create a conducive reading environment. Eliminate distractions and create a comfortable reading environment. Turn off your mobile phone, find a quiet spot, and adjust the lighting of that place if possible. You should make sure that you learn at a place where there is enough light. This is important because learning is a lifelong journey and you do not want to lose your eyesight too quickly. In addition, make sure you are not tired or hungry, as these can affect your ability to focus. Tip number 3. Use active reading techniques. Do not read passively. Engage with each reading material by asking questions, making notes, and summarizing what you have read. Use different colors, highlighters, and symbols to make your notes more visual and memorable. Tip number 4. Break down complex information. Break down complex information into smaller chunks. Use headings, subheadings, and bullet points to organize and structure the information. This helps to reduce the likelihood of you being overwhelmed and make the information more manageable. This helps to reduce the likelihood of you being overwhelmed and make the information more manageable. Tip number 5. Use mnemonics and associations. Use mnemonics and associations to help you remember key information. Create acronyms, rhymes, or mind maps to associate new information with something you already know. Create acronyms, rhymes, or mind maps to associate new information with something you already know. Tip number 6. Review and reflect regularly. Review and reflect regularly. Review what you have read regularly and reflect on what you have learned. Review what you have read regularly and reflect on what you have learned. Ask yourself questions like, what did I learn? What surprised me? And what do I need to work on? Ask yourself questions like, what did I learn? What surprised me? And what do I need to work on? And tip number 7, teach someone else. Teach someone else. Teach someone else what you have learned. Explaining information to someone else helps to reinforce your own understanding and retention. Teach someone else what you have learned, because explaining information to someone else helps to reinforce your own understanding and retention. In conclusion, remembering everything you read is not an impossible task. By setting clear goals and purpose, creating a conducive reading environment, using active reading techniques, breaking down complex information, using mnemonics and associations, reviewing and reflecting regularly, and teaching someone else, you can improve your retention and recall of information. Remember, the key to remembering everything you read is to be intentional and strategic in your reading. By using these techniques, you will be able to retain more information, recall it with ease, and apply it in your personal and professional life. Thank you very much, and do remember to subscribe to DH Media GH. Like, comment, and share with others. I am Daniel Hayford.